Welcome to the only tutorial you will ever need on makeup. Yes, everything you need to know about cosmetics is right here in this video. Yes, absolutely. So here are the most important fundamental facts about cosmetics and cosmetic application that you need to know. Number one, you don't need cosmetics. Number two, you don't need cosmetics. That's right, number one and number two. You don't need cosmetics. No, you don't. You really, really don't. You look perfectly fine with no makeup. Yeah, you really don't need makeup. And there's a couple of reasons you don't really need makeup. Number one is because you really just don't. No, number one is because the cosmetics that we use by and large are an ecological nightmare. They just are. 90% of any cosmetics on any given shelf in any store contain microplastics and other toxins. Over 90% on any given shelf. We know that over 8% of the microplastics in the ocean, the microplastics, which are the ones that we need to be concerned about, those are the ones that get into the fish and into the wildlife and into us eventually, um, are the result of cosmetic residue. Mhm. When we wash cosmetics off at the end of the day, they don't just go down the drain and go away. They go down the drain into the earth, to the water systems, and 8%, 8% of the microplastics in the ocean is from cosmetic residue. That's really something significant to think about. It's really a choice that we're making, a choice that we are making that we are led into making. Okay, the cosmetic industry spends a great deal of money on advertising and other methods to get us to think that we need cosmetics, and that's the second part. Okay, number one was the ecological problems. Number two was the economics of it. Cosmetics are an expensive addiction, and they are an addiction. Okay, the cosmetic industry spends a great deal of money on advertising to convince us that we need these cosmetics to correct our flaws, so that we look our best. Okay, and it's just natural that you start to think that that face that you see painted up, that you do all the time, is your face, and you have to have that face on, otherwise it's not you. I'm not me. I'm not expressing myself. That's all programming that you've received, we all receive, from the cosmetics and fashion industry and their advertisements throughout our life. And we internalize it, and we start to think, oh yeah, that, I don't look this way, I don't look that way, I need to correct that or do that with these cosmetics. And they really are expensive. $50 for a tube of gook to put some on your eyelashes. That's a lot of money to put on your eyelashes. So it's something really to think about. Economically, it's not wise. Ecologically, it's not wise. And you don't need to buy into the idea that your physicality, as it is in nature, as it actually is problematic in any way. Uh, I really do think that the 21st century needs to be the century that human beings embrace looking like human beings again, and get over all the hype of the cosmetic industries and the fashion industries and the chemical industry, because the chemical industry is ultimately what's behind all of that, right? All of the clothing that we wear, the vast bulk of it is petrochemicals, right? Polyesters and nylons make up the bulk of the clothing, and it's what produces the cosmetics, petrochemicals. It's it's really something we need to seriously think about. How important is the look? And are there natural alternatives? Are there natural cosmetics? If you like, you really have to use cosmetics. and then either use a very minimal amount or look for natural choices, natural cosmetics as an option instead of going for the big name brands that are loaded with toxins for the environment and microplastics, and buying into that whole thing. Yes. Let's embrace looking like human beings. Each of us unique, and see the beauty in ourselves and in the world that we're part of. We're part of the natural world. And every flower is unique. And when I do floral arrangements, look very often for the ones that are peculiar, the ones that are oddly shaped or not exactly the way we think the perfection in our mind of how it should look. Those are the flowers that I often look for because they're the most interesting. Yes, to appreciate our own beauty. That's right. So that's what I have to say for today. Thanks for listening. Please give a like and subscribe if you haven't already.